A pleasant good morning. Welcome to Mike's Morning Musings for opening day. It is Thursday, March 26th, 2025. They're opening up in March now. Of course, the season actually began last night. Yankees beat the Giants 7-0 in a game that was ridiculously put on Netflix. And the only way you could get the game was to subscribe to Netflix. Today's Red Sox game is at 4:10. It's from Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. It is opening day. The 2026 Red Sox against Terry Francona's Cincinnati Reds. Now, prediction time. I'm not going to go through a laundry list of prediction, who's going to win this, who's going to win that. I think the Red Sox are going to have a really good ball club this year. And the reason I say that is they've got pitching depth. They've got quality pitching, and they've got a lot of quality pitching, led by Garrett Crochet, who you could very easily have made a case, and I did, that he was the MVP. He was the Cy Young Award winner last year and not Tarek Skubal. Crochet was the horse. He was the pig, in deference to Lou Merloni. He was the pig the Red Sox needed. 18-5, a stud, a stopper. He's this generation's Roger Clemens, this generation's Pedro Martinez. He is the man. The staff behind him is solid. It's experience. Sonny Gray following him up. I'm waiting for Brian Bayo to kick it into another level, and I say that in deference to my friend Michael Hunter, who cannot stand Brian Bayo, but they have really supplemented this staff really well. You've got Connerly early, you've got Peyton Tolley down in the minors. The staff is going to be good. Now, did I expect that Caleb Durbin was going to be playing third base for the Red Sox this year? No, I did not. I thought it would be Alex Bregman at third base, but it is not. We don't need to talk about that. That ship has sailed. Durbin is a quality player. Defensively, the Red Sox in the infield are really going to be good because you've got Durbin, a really good defender at third. Story at shortstop, despite the throwing problems in September, is a really good shortstop. Marcelo Meyer, we're going to wait for his bat, but he can field. He's going to be in second. And we've got Wilson. I always get my Contreras confused. Wilson Contreras at first base for probably most of the time as we wait for Tristan Casas to rehab. Maybe he's going to be back. Maybe he's going to be back with someone else. I don't know where that goes. But you've got quality, solid defense on the infield. You've got terrific defense in the outfield. And you've got Aroldis Chapman closing. The bullpen, a little shaky, I think, in some spots, but I think they've got enough. The outfield defense is going to be fine. Now, we're worried about home runs. The Red Sox have Roman Anthony, of course, leading off. There's a lot of pressure on young Mr. Anthony after a, 70 or so game debut last year where he was incredible after a really slow start. He was absolutely one of the best players in the American League. We're going to find out if he can do it from 162. Frankly, I have no doubt. I'm not going to anoint him here as the most valuable player, but I think he is the most valuable player on the Red Sox. He is the man who is going to set the tone, but this lineup is pretty good, and I think it's pretty good enough to get the Red Sox to 94 wins. That's going to be good for second in the American League East because the Toronto Blue Jays, after coming within a whisker of winning the World Series, they should have won it, let's face it. They should have closed out the Dodgers. Coming within a whisker of winning the World Series, really, other than, and it's a big loss. Bo, what's his name? I'm drawing a complete blank. His father's Dante. Their starting shortstop, they've lost him, but they've fortified their rotation, they have fortified their bullpen, and they are a really, really good team. I think Toronto is going to win the American League East with 97 wins, so the Red Sox are going to finish 3 games behind. The Red Sox will get the first wild card in the American League, and I think they're going to advance through to the ALCS, where I think they're going to lose to the Toronto Blue Jays. But I think this is going to be a fun ball club to watch. They can run, they can play really good defense, they pitch really well, and I think there is enough hitting for this team to finish with 94 wins. So, who wins it all? I think the Blue Jays are going to win it all after coming within that whisker last year. Bo Bichette, it just came to me. Dope. I think the Blue Jays are going to win the World Series this year. Cy Young, you certainly have to put Crochet right at the top of the list. It'll be interesting to see what Tarek Skubal does this year in Detroit and how long he stays there, given he's going to be a free agent at the end of the season. And given that he could get a contract north of $500 million as a free agent in the offseason, are the Tigers willing to pony up, or is he headed to Los Angeles, where all free agents seem to go? So, opening day in my house when I was a kid was a big deal. I got the day off from school. My parents literally let me stay home from school for opening day. Now, remember, back in the 60s and early 70s until 75, we didn't get every Red Sox game on television. Opening day, obviously, we did, with the dulcet tones of Ken Coleman and Ned Martin and company and Mel Parnell. And if you're old enough, Kurt Gowdy back in the day prior to 1966. It was opening day meant I stayed home, meant I would. And of course, opening day back then was not in late March. It was like the second week of April, so the snow was gone. I would be outside. We had an interesting roof at my house that I could throw a rubber ball on and then run and catch it on the other side of the lawn. It was wonderful to be a kid in my house. My parents, recognizing my love for baseball, and my father, not one, if my father was home during the day from work, something special had to be going on. And my father would take the afternoon off. We'd play pass in the backyard. We would cook hot dogs on the grill. And we celebrated opening day the way that it should be celebrated, and only with yellow mustard and relish, and King Cole potato chips, as I recall, and RC Cola, as I recall, as well. So happy that is opening day 2026. Spring, when a young man's fancy turns to romance and baseball.